Hello, I'm Nazma, yesa, alvina. This is BBC World Service, and welcome to the Engineers. This year we are at the Science Specialist University, Imperial College London, and we are here to focus on the technical revolution defining our era, artificial intelligence. I'm joined by a panel of award leaders in the field and a large enthusiastic audience in Imperial Great Hall. Already, a computer can defeat the world's greatest player at our most complex strategy game. The first movie written entirely by AI has just been realized, and AI may have discovered our first antibiotic in 3 decades. And together with our partners, Royal Commission 1951, we have brought engineers at the cutting edge of this field to discuss their work and what it means for us humans. Mutiara Dewi is Indonesian, but she was born in Korea and started her career working on Mars rovers for NASA. And she's now founder and CEO of Embodied, which is a company that builds emotionally intelligent robots to help with children development. And she is also a principal research scientist and at the AI research lab Google DeepMind, and she led the team that used AI to defeat the world's best player at the complicated strategy game Go. And she's working on artificial general intelligence. And she is a distinguished professor for AI and health at MIT in the US, and she created a major breakthrough in detecting early stage breast cancer and also led the team that used AI to discover what is hoped to be a brand new antibiotic. So please do join me in welcoming her. Mutiara, so what is that made you shift your work to technology? Technology. Sadly, you were in the perfect position to do, weren't you?
Hey, thank you, Nazma. Yeah, so actually, I started my work at MIT in 2003 as a faculty, and I was working on natural language processing and AI. And in 2014, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was treated in one of the best hospital in the United States, Massachusetts General Hospital. And what I discovered going through the treatment was that there was really no AI or not basic information technology as part of the treatment. Neither the diagnostic nor the treatment nor the post-treatment. And after I was treated, I just was totally confused as to what I wanted to do, because it was the first time I realized that, my life in it, and I've seen a lot of very sick people just surrounding me. And I was thinking, what can I do? And MGH, this hospital at MIT, is just one subway stop away. They are separated by, which I'm saying, we have all this great technology at MIT. None of it is actually um coming to the hospital and helping patients. So after I finished my treatment, I still did have fear. I start kind of going the I am burning, and I will do it. I burns, but eventually we found somebody who doctor called Connie Lehman, who had the idea of AI to detect of yes, maybe.
Thank you, Mutiara. You came to AI via the games industry and you did a PhD in reinforcement learning. What is reinforcement learning and how did you use it in those early days?
Yeah, so I guess I started out in the games industry before I went back to academy, and I was working on building computer games. And as a big part of building games, computer games is building the AI for those games that kind of makes all of the characters move around. And I found myself being fundamentally disappointed by the method that were being used in those games, and it felt like what I really wanted to do was build something that had real AI in it. And I discovered this idea of reinforcement learning, which is basically a method very much like those that animals and humans use, where the system is able to learn for itself from experience, from trial and error, from trying things out and seeing what works and what doesn't. Yeah, maybe like that.
Okay. So is it sort of like when we learn to not touch fire because at some point we try it and it really hurts and we learn not to do that in the future because the consequences aren't appealing? Is it sort of like how humans learn reinforcement learning?
Yeah, yes, it's a lot like that. So, in fact, humans are believed to have, a major part of the brain which is devoted to providing a signal, giving feedback that makes the brain actually learn to do more of the good things and less of the bad things. And so, actually, there's inspired work in learning to make machines have that same capability.
But a machine doesn't feel that or isn't rewarded by a cookie. How can you reward a machine?
Um, yeah, so for a machine, it's just a number. So you give it a positive number if it's done something good, and a negative number if you if it's done something bad. And at the end of the day, everything stems from that one single number. So this one single number, which we call the reward, contains enormous power because it's the signal that drives everything.
Mutiara, you said your experiences of feeling alienated or foreign countries made you want to create an imaginary friend, and I'm sure much of our audience can relate to having an imaginary friend, but for most of us, they stay imaginary. How did you go about making a real ones?
Yeah, so unfortunately, there's a lot of people in need of companionship or therapy, and there's a massive gap of labor force that numbers from to of things such as autism rapidly. 10 years ago, it was one out of about 2,000 kids. Today, it's one out of about 30 kids. So the experience I had, which was leaving my family at a very young age, being abroad in a society that's amazing. I mean, these are amazing people, but yet you are different, so you are not going to be embraced. So this is not too dissimilar from a child on the autism spectrum that has a hard time expressing themselves or reading emotions from other people. And that was the genesis of creating a robot companion that understands human emotions, can create a deep relationship and with a child, and it helped them exercise and practice social skills such as eye contact, turn taking, joint attention, and so on, so that the child has a chance of being successful in their society.
Thank you. I think it's fair to say that you have given us hope for the future. I wish we could take more, but I'm afraid we are out of time. That's it for the engineers, intelligent machine at Imperial College London. I'm Nazma Alvina on behalf of the BBC World Service, our partner, the Royal Commission for the Exhibition of 1951, and my producer, Charlie Taylor. Please join me in giving a warm round of applause for a brilliant pioneering AI engineer, Mutiara Dewi.
Thank you.